Welcome to the free Lowrey class, and I have a little bit of a commercial here for the class and how to sign up. If you want to sign up, it's totally free. Lessons every week, and it has the Lowrey setups. However, if you don't have the Lowrey, if you have just a regular keyboard or an organ or whatever, there will be enough instructions there to run your own keyboard and find your own rhythms and so forth. So everything else would be included in a weekly email to you. And in order to sign up, there's one thing that is needed on your part. And other than that, there's no cost. You must own the book that we're working out of. So if you want to get it at Hal Leonard or at your favorite music store, whatever, but you must own the book. And so when you get the changes, you can mark them in your book and you'll have them permanently in that book. And currently we are working on book number 74. And we just started, and we'll be working on it through the summer. And we'll stay in just that one book. So, okay. And to get signed up, you want to, Hank Vanderloon is the person that handles the sign-ups. And his handle is Hank, H-A-N-K, Vander, V-A-N-D-E-R, at Comcast.net. So get a hold of Hank, and he'll give you any more details. Get your emails so we can get your emails to you on a weekly basis. And other than that, this is totally free, and we're not going to bug you about anything or use your names for anything. It's just a free class that you might enjoy your Lowrey organ or your keyboard or your organ that you have at home more than you are right now. So that's that. And this week we are doing Like to Teach the World to Sing. And that is kind of a really cool song. I think that you're going to like that. And that's by the Seekers. Yeah, it's an older song, but it's a really nice one. And there's our schedule. Right there, it's for 2/14/25. And it is page 32. And we're going to take it about 110 to 112. It seemed right. Country basic, okay? We're going to be on country number 1 and using the basic. And don't forget the alternate style, so it's a little bit different. And a couple of different sounds. We're just going to go to the lush. You know how to get that? You go to the more here, get the more. And of course there's the lush. And then we hit the 4 button. And it tells us what's on that lush. So we're going to use number 1, which is the soft blend. There we go. Number 8, which is the lush piano, and number 4, which is the lush strings. So there we go for that. For the intro, we're just going to run the C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's kind of a country intro on this particular rhythm, and it doesn't sound right. For the ending, we're going to repeat and fade. Okay, so after you play it 1 or 2 times, when you want to end it, get to the ending and go back to the beginning and fade it out. And that's about it for this particular song. It's very easy setup, and I would recommend what you want to do is get your rhythm first. You want to get on that basic country first. And I don't know if you guys save these things in your presets, but it's very easy. If I wanted to say that basic rhythm, okay, I would go to, I first get it on, make sure it's the right speed, tempo, okay. So once you get that rhythm, you're going to want to keep it for all 3 of those particular sounds from the Lush. So to save a rhythm or save anything, what I'm going to do is go to memorize. I call it the big circle. And then I'm going to save it on preset A. And then I'm going to go over to the screen. And it says with style. Yeah. And if you want to transpose it, if you're going to use a transposition, you can put that on yes as well. Or in this case, probably no. Now, what do we need? Take a look at the screen. I have preset A. That's good. Oh, I don't have a number, do I? I want number 1. So I go to number 1 there, and now it's on number 1. Now the number may not light up. In this case it was on anyway, but you may push number 2. You say, well, it didn't load up. Maybe it's not. It is. It went to number 2. Always look at the screen. Okay, I'll just put this back to 1. There we go. And then the big circle ends with where you started on the memorize button. So that's where we save. And then if I wanted to go to the Lush, I go here, push the more button, and push the Lush button. That's where the sounds are that I'm going to take. And then go over to 4 here so I can find out what's in the Lush. There we go. And I was going to do the soft blend. There we go. Soft blend. So Lush strings is number 4. We're going to use that one too, and we're going to use the Lush piano. So I save each one of those. So let's do the soft blend here. Now I'm going to go and save both that rhythm. I'm going to save it all on preset number 1. So how do I do it? It's a big circle. Memorize is where we start. Memorize is where we end. And bank A. I always save everything on A. And bank A. So yeah, look at the screen. Okay, we did good there. Do you want to do it with style? Oh yeah, of course. Yes. And where do you want it? Probably on number 1. Okay, and just make sure it's up on the screen. Yep, everything was right where you want it. And then what do we do? Finish the big circle. Okay, very easy. Now, when I want to get to that sound and that rhythm, I just press A, now that it's saved, and 1. I'll go through one more because I think a lot of you don't know how to save. Maybe you do, but my guess is probably not. So we've got the soft blend at that point. The next one we want to do is go back to 4 here. Get our Lush sounds back on. 4, there we go. And go to Lush piano. Okay. So I want to save that one. And what I'm going to do on this one, I'm going to, there we go, memorize, okay. Bank A again. Everything's in bank A. Don't mess with the other ones. You don't need to. On this one here, I'm going to go to that, but I'm going to transpose it on the 3rd one. And so I want to make sure I can get back to the regular key. So I'm going to put with transpose, although I'm not going to transpose this one, so you don't see any transpose on. I'm just going to turn it on. So when I go from preset 3, which is going to be transposed to 2, it'll go back to regular C. So, okay, that's what we got so far. And we already have something on number 1, don't we? We want the piano on number 2. Now, as you can see, it didn't light up. There's a different light. But if you look at the it's A2, okay? So don't expect it to light up. necessarily. And so we have that on number 2. So what do we want to do? Let's finish the circle there. And boom, we're good. And then let's go through one more. That's on number 2. So we wanted the lush strings. Let's see if I can get this. There you go. Lush strings on 4. Okay, we want to save that on preset number 3. But what I want to do, and I'll show you on the video, this is where we're going to transpose between kind of like the second and the third verse. Okay, we're going to transpose on this particular one. So what I'm going to do is push that. That's the transpose up, one click. And I'm going to save this. So how do we do it? It's a big circle. Memorize. Bank A with style with transpose, yes. And we want this on number 3. You make sure it's all there. And how do we finish the big circle? Bingo. Okay, so now if I want to access those sounds, I have to go to the A bank, because that's where they're all stored. Okay. There's my transpose on number 3. Nothing on transpose on number 3. Okay, I'm going to give you one more thing, because it's nice and dandy that you have all these, but as soon as you do something else to the organ, set it up different, these will be gone. So what you want to do is save it on your either disk if you have an older unit or your memory stick. And that's what you do here. You go to USB and it says what? Save presets, doesn't it? Get that? Okay. And I'm going to save it on number 3. I have something on that already, but that's all right. That's from a couple weeks ago. And I chose number 3, which is cute. You can choose any number. I mean, you can go to a blank one too, if you have several blank ones and you don't want to erase something that you already have, you know. And then it says you want to overwrite. Of course, that means we're going to overwrite cute, and in this case, yes. Okay. Now, this is the step that everybody forgets. They think, oh, I did it. No, you didn't do it. The save button. Now it's saved in the organ. So anytime that you want to access that back, and you get a chance to name it too if you want to name it. But we have it saved on number 3 in the organ. And I can get back to that anytime, even if I played another song and totally changed the backgrounds and everything, the sounds. And that, if you didn't do this, it's gone. The one that you did is gone because you recorded over the top of the old one. So that is the complete deal. So start using the presets. It makes life a lot easier, especially when you see that when we transpose in the song video next from 2 sound to the 3 sound, it's going to make it much easier just to hit a button, or if you want to assign it on your foot pedal to click over to the next preset or whatever. But anyway, start saving your presets. It makes life much easier. And then if you really like it, you save it into the organ, you know, on your memory stick or on your disk. All right, and I think that's all we need. Here's a copy of the picture. There we go. Take a look at that. There's your sounds. And it says set your rhythm and tempo first, and then do your saving process. Try it out. If you haven't done it for a while, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. You'll remember it. And then it talks about the intro, just a few measures of a C chord, left hand, and then the ending, you go back to the beginning and fade. And the optional is if you want to transpose the third time through. And I would definitely do that. You'll see that it sounds really good and adds a extra kick to the song itself. So anyway, I think that's all we have to do for the tutorial, and we'll see you in a couple minutes on the video.